The Maryland Freedom Caucus is planning to introduce bills to strengthen citizenship verification for voter registration in Maryland. Now, this comes following a controversy about Ian Roberts, an illegal immigrant from Ghana who lived in Maryland and Iowa and was registered to vote in Maryland despite not being a U.S. citizen. He was arrested in Iowa in September and charged with being an illegal immigrant in possession of firearms.
And tonight we're learning that Roberts marked that he was a U.S. citizen on his voter registration application after that part of the application was initially shielded from the public. The Maryland State Board of Elections says Roberts has never voted here, but Freedom Caucus members argue the state needs more safeguards.
Fox 45's Jeff Abel joins us live with their push for election reform. Jeff?
You know, some lawmakers seem convinced that there are any number of people voting in this state who are not U.S. citizens, and tonight they're vowing to clean up the system.
At any given election in Maryland, there's concern that many of those who vote should never be voting at all. It takes just seconds to complete the voter registration form in Maryland, and it's virtually an honor system when voters are asked, are you a U.S. citizen?
Right now, the way that Maryland works is you just go in there and you say, yep, that's me, I'm this person, and yeah, I'm a citizen. And that's it.
The question became an issue with the arrest of Iowa School Superintendent Ian Roberts, an illegal immigrant who formerly lived in Maryland and who was a registered voter in Maryland for years.
We know we have a verified, documented case here of someone that was able to successfully register themselves to vote, who lied to do so by saying that they were an American citizen and remained on the rolls for years, even when they weren't even in Maryland anymore.
The State Board of Election really never cleans its voter rolls. So there could be thousands of people on here. We have no idea.
Lawmakers with Maryland's Freedom Caucus are vowing to ensure every Maryland voter is a U.S. citizen. They're preparing to introduce proposed legislation which would require proof of citizenship for those registering to vote. They also want all voters to provide identification at the polls.
We want to have ironclad proof, documentary proof that you are an American citizen.
The last 5 years, there's been a huge influx. Millions of illegal immigrants have flooded the country. A considerable amount of them have come to Maryland. To think that they just sit at home on election day is naive.
An outside audit 2 years ago found that there were 2,400 potentially deceased voters still on the voting rolls and more than 300 duplicate registrations. Some lawmakers are convinced there could be just as many non-U.S. citizens on the rolls, too.
We want to know that our voting system is not corrupted in some way and that the results are accurate.
Lawmakers are also calling for regular audits of the voter rolls, saying the only people who vote are ensured to be U.S. citizens. We're live tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.